Here with golf coach Greg Moore. Coach, season got underway last Tuesday, a couple duels against McAllister. Let's talk first about the women. You've had a good week or so of practice leading up to the duel. Got some solid performances from, Madison Gately had a great round, and Haley Jung had a good round. Talk a little bit about the performance of the women in that first match.
Overall it was a little rough. The Jewel is a tough course to play, especially if you're not very long off the tee. And quite honestly, that is not one of our strengths on our women's team. So we struggled a little bit off the tee, as you can see with a few of our scores. But overall, once we got off the tee, we played fairly well. So, we wish the scores would have been a little bit tighter and made it a little bit more competitive. But definitely saw a lot of good things. We kind of got some of the nerves out and kind of some of the jitters, so that was good. So hopefully it kind of leads to a good round coming up here against St. Ben's.
And let's talk a little bit on the guys' side. Didn't come out with the outcome you might have hoped for in a win in the duel, but a 317, the best score you guys have had in a number of years. Blake Westerberg shoots a 73, 2 over par. Great start for him. Got to be feeling pretty good about where the guys are at right now.
Oh, definitely. It was very nice to see some lower scores. I know in comparisons to a few years ago, we always used to have to count some high 80s, maybe even some low 90 scores in our team score, and we didn't have to count one score over 83 on Tuesday. So it's a very nice thing to have, to be able to have the kind of depth and have that ability to shoot kind of those low 80s. Like you said, 317 in most competitions are going to put us right in the thick of things. We just drew an unlucky straw that Mac shot their school record 297, and we lost to a team that shot very, very well. But overall, 317 is definitely something that provides a little bit of positivity towards our weekend coming in.
And let's talk about this weekend. The women head to St. Benedict for an invitational there, and then the men are at Augsburg, Ham Lake area for an invitational there. The women, what's going to be the key this weekend?
The key for the women is to find some consistency. I think you look at some of our scores, we go through our stretches where we're hitting 4s, 5s, and even some 6s, but then we kind of have a blow-up hole every once in a while and hit some 8s and 9s. So I think the more we can be consistent and be around kind of that 4 or 5 number, the better off we're going to be, and it starts with getting off the tee consistently.
And how about on the guys' side? You can't really rest on your laurels of that 317, but really they've got to continue to move forward here at the Augsburg Invite.
The big thing we got to be with the men is be a little aggressive. I think there were some times where we kind of laid off of a few shots. Like I said, the Jewel is a very tough course, very tight. Some of the trouble that you can get in at the Jewel kind of comes to creep in your mind, and we kind of play that a little bit passively. So it's getting off the tee, getting ourselves in good position in the fairway, and being able to go at some of those greens on our second shots and going and getting on the green regulation. So if we can do that and 2-putt for pars, we're going to be a very, very positive, very competitive team this weekend.
Very, very busy weekend for you. You've got the Augsburg Invitational for the men, the St. Benedict Invitational for the women, and you get married on Saturday. Good luck to you and Maggie.
Thanks, Donnie.